Welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a very special day. We are going to go behind the scenes and get a look at what the daily life of a trillionaire looks like. But not just any trillionaire, no sir. Today we are going to see what the daily life of the richest man in the world, a mysterious sheikh from Abu Dhabi, looks like. The video starts with the sheikh waking up in his private royal residence that he shares with his 26 wives and children. He wakes up at 8 a.m. every morning, which is unheard of for someone of his status. Usually billionaires have some sort of luxurious morning routine where they get massaged, groomed, have their nails done, etc. But not this guy, no sir. He gets out of bed and immediately goes to wash himself in the sink. His wives must have been very disappointed to hear that there won't be any royal morning treatment today. Then he changes into one of his many fine suits, puts on his signature red cap, and heads down to the dining room for breakfast. He eats breakfast alone in silence, staring at a wall while occasionally sipping his coffee and taking notes on a piece of paper. No doubt these notes are about how he's going to take over the entire planet and force everyone to wear red caps. It's the only logical explanation. After an hour of eating nothing but vegetables, most likely cauliflower, because it's healthy, he finally decides to break his silence and talk to someone. He steps outside and yells at a servant who runs away in terror. Must have been something really bad. Maybe the chef forgot to add enough salt to the vegetables. Only time will tell. At around 9:30 a.m., the sheikh leaves in his custom Rolls-Royce Phantom, which was designed exclusively for him and only him. There are no other cars in the world that can compare to the luxury of this beast. It's rumored to have features such as gold-plated hubcaps, diamond-studded seats, and a refrigerator stocked with vintage champagne. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper billionaire car if it didn't have a golden toilet. This thing probably has too. He drives past thousands of people who are waving at him, shouting, "Long live the king," and throwing rose petals on the ground. Every single person in this country loves the sheikh. To them, he is a god, and they would do anything to be in his good graces. Once he arrives at his office, he changes into one of his many luxurious tracksuits, takes off his cap and throws it on the ground. Then he proceeds to walk on a treadmill while talking on the phone and smoking a pack of cigarettes. Multitasking at its finest. Who needs fresh air when you can smoke indoors? Finally, he sits down at his desk and starts working on some very important documents. Being the CEO of a large corporation is a lot of work, you know? You need to make sure that all the oil in the world runs out as soon as possible so you can start working on your world domination plan. Just kidding. Yeah, I don't think that's in his agenda. At around 12 p.m., it's time for lunch. He orders the finest caviar money can buy and proceeds to eat it with a fork and knife like a civilized person. No finger foods for this guy. He also makes sure to save some for the birds. Well, actually, he throws the whole can of caviar out the window for the birds. Can't waste food. After an hour of stuffing his face, it's time to get back to work. But first, he needs to get rid of that nasty stain on his tracksuit. So he calls over his personal tailor and orders him to fix the damage. It's these little things that set him apart from the other billionaires. Now it's time for some real work. He opens up his computer and starts browsing the internet. We all know that being a billionaire means having the fastest internet connection in the world. Otherwise, how are you supposed to browse social media? He spends the next few hours watching cat videos and posting comments about how much he hates democracy. Around 4 p.m., it's time for a little fun. He hops into his custom Maybach Excelero, which is worth over $10 million, and drives around town with his entourage of 12 sports cars. These cars were specially selected to match the color of his suit, and of course each one of them has a golden toilet. They arrive at the local mall, and the sheikh gets out to stretch his legs, strolls through the mall like the king that he is, stopping by the Gucci store to pick out a few new hats. He tries on several different styles before finally settling on the one he likes. Gotta keep those Guccis coming, you know. Then he stops by the local supermarket to pick up some supplies for the evening. He buys a few cases of Bud Light and a large box of chicken wings. Who said billionaires don't eat fast food? When he gets home, he throws a huge party, inviting all of his friends, family, and random people he found at the mall. Everyone is invited to his humble abode to eat, drink, and be merry. The sheikh spends the evening playing charades with his 26 wives and children, and let's just say he's not very good at it. At around 11 p.m., the party is still raging, but the sheikh is starting to feel a little tired, so he heads to bed. He lays down on his golden coffin, which is covered in mink fur, and starts watching TV. Yes, his coffin has a TV. Why not? He's the richest man in the world. Everything is possible when you have that much money. He watches TV for a few hours until his eyes get droopy. At around 2 a.m., he finally falls asleep, ending another eventful day in the life of a trillionaire. And there you have it, folks. That's what a day in the life of a trillionaire looks like. Now, you might be wondering why he wasn't mentioned by name in this video. Well, that's because he prefers to remain anonymous for personal reasons. Plus, it's kind of hard to pronounce his name, so we just call him Mr. Billionaire. Now, before you go, I want to ask you a favor. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, please don't forget to hit the like button because it really helps us out. And finally, please share this video with your friends so they can learn about the amazing life of Mr. Trillionaire. Thank you for watching.